my goodness, we have not done a video in a long time, but today I thought would be a great day. We're in quarantine with coronavirus, and so I know a lot of you are in your kitchens cooking up a storm these days, and so I want to show you a quick and delicious oatmeal muffin recipe. So this recipe is so easy, and oat flour is my favorite baking flour. My husband is gluten-free, and as well as me. I actually haven't had gluten in several years, but that might all change because I'm starting my very first sourdough starter. So we will see how it goes. My husband's like, I'm ready. But for now, until the starter is ready for us to start our sourdough baking process, I thought I would show you just a quick and easy, simple oatmeal muffin recipe. So let's get going. It's gonna be fun. Okay, so my kids are out front with my husband, and if they come in and they're loud, warning, they don't know that I'm doing this right now. Okay, so first thing you wanna do is you wanna get some oats, because very rarely is oat flour available. And buying oat flour is just not necessary. All you need is just some oats and a high-speed blender. So we need 3 cups of oat flour. What I do is I do not make sure that I have a cup of oats that's level. I kind of want it to be rounded, the top, see? So we want 3 of those. This recipe is very forgiving, so if you add too much, it's gonna be okay, like I just did. Okay? And we're gonna blend this up. We're gonna just make some oat flour. Okay, sometimes then I just give it a good shake. Do it again. Looks like flour. You're gonna add this to your dish, or to your mixing bowl. And then we're going to add our flaxseed. So I buy this is a brand new bag, and I buy it already pre-ground. Once you open the bag, you want to put it in your refrigerator. That way the flaxseed does not go rancid. So just 3 tablespoons.
What are you making?
I am making apple cinnamon muffins. Okay, next we're going to add some baking soda, 1 teaspoon. And can you get me the cinnamon, please? We need 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. And I tend to eyeball ingredients, so roughly 1 tablespoon. Okay, and some salt. We need 1 or half a teaspoon of salt. This recipe is actually on my website, and I will put a link for you in the description for that. Okay, let's just do that in a little bit, okay? Okay, so this is all of our dry ingredients. You don't have to even really mix it up. That's good. Now, we're going to chop an apple up, and I'll show you what to do next. Okay. We had a little first aid emergency, so now I'm trying to wrap my brain around baking again. Okay, next what we're going to do is chop up our apple. And I am just really tall, you guys, so if I really stand here, you just can't see me. So I'm 5'9", if you wanted to know. Okay, so my head's a little bit cut off. We are going to chop up this apple, and I put mine in the microwave. And if you are not a microwave person, that's fine. You can heat this up on the stove. You just want the apple to be kind of soft before you put it into your muffin batter. So, once I get this chopped up, I'm just going to add some water. And the amount of water that you use doesn't really matter. Just a couple tablespoons is fine. And then we're going to microwave it for 2 minutes, just to get it a little bit soft. Okay, little water. And into the microwave. I almost tripped over you, baby. My dog is dark chocolate brown colored and our floors are dark chocolate. I trip over him all the time. Okay, so let's move on to just a few wet ingredients to add into our muffin mix. So I already have 1/4 cup of water in here. You're going to add 3/4 cup of oat milk, or any kind of milk that you like. You can use dairy milk, or almond milk would work good too. Okay, and then we're going to add 1/4 cup of pure maple syrup. I didn't want the microwave to just keep beeping at me. Okay, 1/4 cup of pure maple syrup. If you don't have pure maple syrup, you could use fake pure maple syrup. You could use agave nectar, honey, a good liquid sweetener would work. Whatever you want to use. This is just pure maple syrup and we really like it. Last but not least, we're going to add some apple cider vinegar, 1 teaspoon. Okay. So the apples we'll just put over here to the side for a second, and we're going to whisk in our wet ingredients to the dry. Sorry, you can't really see this, but there's nothing really to look at. Just mix it all in. If you think it's just too wet, you could always add a little bit more water. I'm sorry, if you think it's too dry, you could add a little bit more water. Oats are like sponges, and so they are going to absorb a lot of this liquid. Okay, so now we're just going to drain off our water. Oh, that's really hot. I need something. Let me get a strainer. Got my strainer. Okay, add them right in. Give it a good stir. We are ready to put it in our muffin tray. I really like this one. This is from Target. As you can see, it's got kind of like this ripple flower effect, and it's silicone, so it has a great metal side so that this doesn't collapse on you, but you don't have to oil anything, and I love it. So let's just fill these up and get them in the oven. I just totally got batter all over the place. You couldn't see. Okay, they are done and ready for the oven. And you're gonna bake at 325, not 350, 325. If you don't, they will dry out and burn. So 325 for 15 to 18 minutes, just until when you feel the top and it feels a little bit firm, you know that they're ready. So here we go. in. No, gorgeous. Okay, so I let you guys see some of the food prep I was doing for dinner tonight. This is a very typical dinner for us, to have muffins with a bunch of veggies and then some sort of bean or protein. So tonight we'll probably just open a couple cans of black beans, but I've got some asparagus, cabbage, and sweet potatoes. We love putting tamari or soy sauce with pure maple syrup, but we're in quarantine and I can't seem to find any soy sauce right now. So we're improvising with just some maple syrup on top, salt and pepper, and that'll do. No oil is needed when roasting vegetables. So I'm just going to pop these in a 400-degree oven, let them cook for like 35 to 45 minutes till they're crispy and delicious. And then dinner will be served. Okay friends, they are all done. Ready for dinner. I know the family's really gonna love them. They are so moist. The apples are just an amazing touch. We love them. So I hope that you will go make these. Check the link below and subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it. Thank you. Hey friends, so my oven,